That's cool, chair.
자, 그러니까 아이고 난저 사람 해주고 아이고 저 사람은 좋은 사람 해주고 난 나쁜 사람 해줘. 그러기 쉬울 수 있는 사람들이 있을지 모르더라고.
A father can even imagine that some compare with it. A father gave a good match to him, and but didn't give so good match to me. Why? Some people might think that way. Even some sisters say.
그건 살아봐야 한다. 10년 20년 동안.
But you can never tell who's good match, so-called a good match. You must live together for 10 years, and then find out who's good match and who's not a good match.
한 3년 동안은 되게 다 안 맞으라 봅니다. 한 3년 되게 다 안 맞을 것이다.
And father's general prediction is for 3 years, there's no such a thing as good match.
그래서
Everybody.
그래서 그런 의미에서 3년 동안 갈라져 사는 것도 그런 문제를 전부 다 소화시킬 수 있는 한 기회라고도 본다.
So father feels that the 3 years of separation is even good to so that you can prepare yourself to digest other people's the bad things.
그리고 너들 여기서 원래는 너들이 세 사람씩 전부 다 전도 다 해셔야 된다고. 전부 다 세 사람씩 믿음의 자네. 결혼으로 인한 노아 가정, 아담 가정 8식구 복귀하는 것이다.
So you must have also, before you qualify to get blessed, you must have 3 spiritual sons and daughters. And the purpose of marrying is restoring the 8 lost members of Adam, the Noah's family, the Noah and Noah's wife, and 3 sons and 3 daughters-in-law.
아담 가정.
And likewise in Adam's family. So you, being restored Adam's position, and your wife, and your own sons, 3 spiritual sons and 3 spiritual daughters.
그래서 예수님하고 세대자하고 상대만 있는 8식구 되는 거야. 세계적인 그런 가정 기반을 복귀하는 것이다.
And Jesus and his spouse, that will make the 8 member of family.
Jesus and the chief priest, 3 chief priests, 3 disciples. They are married the boss, the 8 people. 그것이 아담 가정, 노아 가정을 복귀하게 해야 돼.
And that is to the purpose of restoring the Adam's family and Noah's family. To restore the lost foundation.
너희들이 지금 너희들 축복을 가정을 가질 수 있는 것은 예수가 하지 못한 이상의 것을 했다는 일단을 세제는 안 된다.
So actually, before we get blessed, we must qualify and we must have done more than Jesus did. You see, what Jesus' situation, we must be in a better and done more than Jesus himself before we can qualify to be blessed.
그래서
To marry. Do you understand?
그럼 예수보다 그때 예수님 당시 때보다 우리가 낫더니 뭐야?
Now we say our time is much better than the Jesus, himself, better than himself in his time. Why? How can we say that?
예수는 민족주의적 국가적 시대였다면 지금 세계적 시대라는 거야.
At the Jesus time, that was a national time. You see, the time of national going dispensation. But now, today, is a world dispensation time.
너희들은 뭐예요? 그때는 예수님이 트루 페렌트 되기 위해서 싸우다가 탄감적으로 모습을 죽었지만은 우리는 트루 페렌트를 갖고 있다.
At the Jesus time, the Jesus struggled, fought very hard to build the foundation to become true parents himself. But of course, he did not succeed. We know. But now, we already have true parents. Already have long time ago true parents.
그리고 트루 페렌트를 말미암아 세계적 탄감 조건을 넘어설 수 있다는 게 좋았다.
Then, as a result of true parents, we already have true parents went over the world dispensation, the world indemnity, world level of indemnity. True parents already have gone over. So we, likewise, in the same advantageous situation like true parents.
그래서 너희들이 상대들은 유대 나라 사람, 자기 나라 사람이 아니고 세계 사람들이 너희들 상대된다.
So the difference between we and the difference between the Jesus himself and also Jesus' time, people of Jesus' time, at that time, their spouse was a Jewish nation, among Jewish nation, because it was national level. Now, it is the world citizen, world level, so you are about to marry anybody in the world. This is a
알겠어?
difference in time.
또 그리고 우리는 앞으로 홈처치를 중심 삼고 예수님을 중심 삼아가지고 12대가 70문도를 세울 수 있었던 것을 우리는 세계적 탄광 조건을 넘어서서 자유로 할 수 있는 자연적인 세계 기반을 갖고 있다.
So at the Jesus time, you know, Jesus they struggled so hard to win over 12 disciples and then 70 elders and so forth, 120. But and he had to collect it everywhere. But now we, through our home church,
전 세계적인
in the world level,
내가 마음대로 할 수 있는
not just the Jesus, not the Jewish level, national level. Now it's just the world level, at your will. If you want to find it here,
너희들이
you can find here.
내 지역이라고 네 지역 된다. 네 지역이라는 너희들이 그걸 다 가질 수 있다. 옛날에 가질 수 없다.
When you claim this is my area, 360 home, then you can say that, and that's justified. God will approve of it. At the Jesus time, not so. He cannot have at his will.
자, 그럼 360을 내 것은 어떻게 전했느냐? 선생님이 세계적 평화를 다 세웠기 때문에 국가민족 세계 근로하기 때문에 민족 필적 권네가 종족 권네와 민족 권네 세계 권네를 넘어가기 때문에 이것은 하나의 종족 권네요 민족 권네이기 때문에 얼마나 내가
Then why not then, but now yes? What's the difference? At that time, there was only national level. They could not go to national.
non-national climb
Clan level at that time. But
so
now,
it grows up at the national level.
so they can only close up to the national level. Here, now we are all going over, because of true parents going over their condition of indemnity. Here we have the clan level, we go beyond, and we go beyond the national level.
선생님 명령에 의해서 그래. 선생님 알겠어? 선생님 명령에서 세계적 평화를 서기 때문에 세계 어떤 360조를 선생님 명령에서는 내가 내 나라고 내 종족이 될 수 있는 특권을 가져. 그렇기 때문에 너희들이 종족적 메시아권을 가질 수 있다.
So now, as a result, when Father orders you, by His order, you can have it. When Father says that, then you can have it. That means that you can have 360 homes, and you can restore the 12 and the 72 and the 120, just like
종족적 메시아다.
Jesus did, try to do it. In your capacity, you become the capacity as a Messiah on the clan level.
그래서
You are the Messiah,
그래서 크면
clan
잘해.
level.
민족적 메시아 사는 얼마나 커.
And if you grow bigger and bigger, you can become the national Messiah, the Messiah of the national level.
너희들이 국가적 메시아 될 수 있는 특권도 다 알아.
So when Father sees you are qualified and He says, yes, you are given that privilege, then you can have the privilege to become the Messiah of the national level even.
알겠어? 무슨 말인지?
Do you understand?
그렇기 때문에 예수님 시대보다 우리는 엄청난 시대. 예수님이 그 시대에 갖지 못한 얼마나 나은데요.
So to compare, this is only a few things we compared. But now, as you know, you are in a much better position than Jesus and Jesus' time, the people in Jesus' time. In many, many areas, not only one or two, but many areas, many elements, we are now much better than the Jesus himself.
천국은 누가 만든다고?
And who makes heaven? Who builds heaven?
어? 자기들이 살 천국은 자기가 만드는 거야.
We do, like he said, we do. And the heaven we are going to live in, we will have to make that heaven.
밥을 누가 먹여주나? 밥은 내가 살려야.
Nobody is feeding you with a spoon, you know. We have to feed ourselves. Somebody can bring food, but we have to eat.
그래서는 12대자와 12대자와 72문도와 120문도를 너희들이 전도해야 된다. 그것이 360집에서 완전히 해결된다. 그러면 세계적으로 어디서 간다.
So, just like Jesus himself, we are about to restore the 12 disciples of the 72 and 120. And you are about to do that in your 360 home area. And once you have achieved that, then you can go yourself anywhere in the world.
자, 그러면 세 아들, 딸들은 세 사람은 12세대 가정적 대표고 말이야. 그 다음에 70문도는 이것은 민족적 대표고 말이야. 120은 세계적 대표.
So the 12 is the three your family the representative of your family foundation, and 12 the members the disciples of yours will be at the clan level, and the 70
가정은 야곱 가정 상징.
the Jacob's family symbol of Jacob's family.
Yeah, Jacob's sons, 12 sons.
Jacob's
Represent Jacob's sons.
The 12 12 disciples will represent 12 sons of Jacob's family.
That's the family.
That's family level, and if you go to 70, that's your national level.
120 나라, 120 국가는 120 문도는 120 국가는
120 elders, 120 will be your the national, the each one representing the nation is world level.
그래서 예수님이 죽어 어순절에 승천한 후에 새 시대를 향해 세계들은 출발할 때 120 문도를 정도 출발.
So this is why Jesus, when he resurrected and when he started his world dispensation, spiritual way, he started off with 120 people then.
자, 선생님도 그런 날을 다 하였다고. 세 아들 축복 입고 36가정은 12식구를 300명. 구약시대, 신약시대, 성약시대 3시대를 거쳐가지고 36가정. 그 다음에 72문도, 그 다음에 120문도, 그 다음에 430, 770, 1800 이렇게 전부 수리적 평감을 전부 세계의 조건을 세워놓은 거죠.
And in Father's own path, it becomes very visible and apparent that the Father first gave the blessing to 3 couples, and then soon after that, the 36 couples. That means centering around the 12 times 3, and 3 each denoting, each representing the Old Testament, New Testament, and the future, the completion testament age. 36, but this basically symbolifies 12. And after that, Father gave blessing to 72 couples, and then the 120 couples, and then 430 couples, and the 777, and the 1,800 couples. And all this indemnity by number, figures, Father, in all the cross matching, the world level, the indemnity, with the interweaving, weaving.
그런 중심으로 세워놨기 때문에 여러분 가지에서 도왔다는 거예요.
So since Father already established that foundation, all of us now are able to become the branch from that structure. This is how this 360 homes is, and the witnessing is possible.
그래서 무슨 말인지?
Do you understand?
원래는 새 아들 딸 우리들 앉아서 절대 축복 못 받는데.
So coming back, you may have been in the church for so many years, and your age is 24 and 25. But unless you have 3 spiritual sons and daughters, you do not qualify to get blessing like this.
생활할 법만.
This is the original way.
너희 3년 동안에 원래는 12사람 가운데 세대되는 12사람은 어떤 전달 기회가
So, if you are blessed this time, that means you will have to work so hard to fill up this gap. You have to fill up the witnessing 12 numbers. Among the 12 numbers, 3 good ones, sure ones. Anyway, you have to have about 12 people you must witness in 3 years to come.
세 사람만 있으면 동쪽과 같이기 때문에 동서남북, 추나 추동 12사람. 천국은 들어갈 수 있거든요. 동서남북 자율이 통로. 사방을 열려 통하거든요. 12사람을 거쳐야 된다.
If you have only 3, you can go to heaven. This can represent the one direction. You can go to heaven, but you cannot go to heaven freely. Go in and out of heaven, this way, that way, that way, that way. All 4 directions you cannot do unless you have 12 the spiritual sons and daughters, each one representing each direction of 4 seasons, like spring, summer, autumn, winter.
그 12달 3,4씩 석달씩 돼가지고 내세.
And this 12, each represent each month of the year and each direction, east to west and north to south.
그래서 정말 세대는 세 석달을 막 한 방에 얼마.
So the 3 the spiritual sons and daughters you bring in means only one direction and also means only one season. Whereas 12 means 4 seasons and 4 directions. Only 3 months.
예, 그래가지고 너희들 앞으로 전 세계 앞으로 통일교는 이제 족보나 족보.
And after that, all throughout the world, the Unification Church will have the family tree. You see, the family book.
거기에 전부 다 이 수가 맞지 않으면 절대 기록 못한다.
And before we register on this family book, we must have well equipped with all the satisfying numbers, figures. When we do not have the right kind of figures, short of figures, we can never register.
너희들이 이제 제일 소원이 뭐냐면 족보여는 거 족보.
So,
선생님의 족보여는 거.
so our real wish in the future will be we registered on the family tree of Father Himself.
그럼 무슨 말이겠어?
Do you understand?
누구나 다. 그게 남아.
Nobody is an exception. Everybody must come and be able to register in the Father's family book.
그래서 그런 일이 있기 때문에 예수님도 그거 못하면 죽을 수밖에 없다. 죽을 수밖에 없다.
So, for heaven to take a solid foundation on earth, one must do that. This is why Jesus tried so desperately. If he was not successful, then he had to leave. That means he must die.
선생님도 지금까지 60평생 모는 그 법도 맞추는 거예요.
What is Father's life? In one way of explaining Father's life is Father satisfying all these figurative the conditions in indemnity. So Father is perfecting in all area these figures, satisfying the figure requirements.
미국과의 싸움에서 끝난 날이다.
So this is a day when the fight in America is over. You see?
무슨 말이겠어?
Do you understand?
3년 1976년 중삼아가지고 77년 70. 새로운 시대로 들어간다 그래서 그 77년, 78년, 79년 3년간이 넘어가는 거예요.
So the new age, Father already announced, proclaimed the new age is 77, 78, and 79. 3 years. The crossing over the new age.
아니야, 그 이후에 넘어가는 게 아니에요.
That's after the victory. After the victory, the victory is won, and then the new age starts. At the first initial 3 years.
사탄이 재차 공격을 때리거든요.
And during these 3 years are the Satan's strike back period. They attack back again.
모세도 3일간 동상 결판 보기 싸움했지. 예수도 3일간 동상 결판 3일간이면 못해요.
So this is like a Moses 3 days and Jesus 3 days. This is a determining time period. Determining period.
이 군단의 제일 어려운 이런 거가.
So this is a second year.
18일이 9월 18일이 되어 넘어간대.
The September the 18th is the end of the second year, and the second year is always the most difficult year, most crucial year. You know, the growth stage where the fall took place. So we have gone over. We are going over there now. Over that now.
그런 것이 지상에서 되어지는 것이 영계 모든 고난 것들이 들어가면.
So whatever is accomplished on earth will reflect, just like a mirror, right through the spirit world. Same thing will develop in the spirit world, and spirit world, the area become wider for us.
무슨 말이겠어?
Do you understand?
너들 이제 만약에 야구해가지고 전부 다 실수 안 하겠다, 다시 갈라지지 않겠다는 사람들 들어봐.
Those who are confident, once we get engaged, we will never make a mistake with other girl, other boy, or I know I will never separate. I know I will really faithful to each other, as they haven't chosen the couples. Raise your hands.
그럼 과거에 너희들 배배를 때리기 싫어.
In the past, you must have gone through many things, many things, many kind of, you know, the wrong love you must have involved in the past. You might have made a mistake, but you must really hate yourself for that. You must really regard that your own enemy. Even you think about it, then you really become hateful. You really become regretful. You really become hate just like you really hate enemy. You must become like that.
그래서 우리 3년간에 완전히 청산해야 돼.
So during 3 years to come for your preparation, the engagement period, you must really literally wash away your past memory
그
in this
3년간에
area.
나라가 동원하고 세계가 동원하고 이걸 떼려고 하더니 안 떨어져요.
And instead, you want to stick together so close each other that even the whole country, government can come and try to separate you. And all the world will come try to separate you, but you will never separate. You will hold on to it with your life. You must go through that period.
세상 사람은 아무리 미인해도 그것은 뭔지.
No matter how absolutely most beautiful woman appears in front of you and most handsome man appear in front of you,
세상에 말이야.
in the world that is, except your husband, except your fiancé, that actually is Satan herself.
핏줄도 안 돼, 핏줄도 안 돼.
Because why Satan? Because they're different blood. You are in one blood.
핏줄을
another
전환시키기 위해서 하나님이 6,000년 동안 수고했어요. 나 하나 구하기 위해 지금까지 수많은 정교회들이 있어요. 나 하나 복귀하기만 대가로서 치렀다는 사실을 한다고.
And for 6,000 years God worked. For what? For changing the blood. You see, 6,000 years of satanic blood all that came. Then God, paying all sorts of indemnity, wanted just to change this blood inside myself, inside all of ourselves.
수많은 정교회들이 얼마나 했나요?
You must understand many religious leaders died, you see, persecuted and died in impossible
그
situations.
세계를 벗어나는 소원인데 거기서 부활권을 갖고 있는 이 놀라운 사실이라는 거예요.
All of the religious leader, they had a strong desire. What was their desire? Their desire was to get rid of this bad blood lineage with the Satan. They were not successful, but now you inherit everything here. When you are blessed, that means you are in a new blood lineage. Like every religious leader have been worked, died for, thousands of them.
부활의 피를 받는 거예요.
You are receiving the blood of revival
resurrection blood.
with a true blood.
이걸 더럽힌 날에는 무서운 용서가 없다.
But what happens once we make another mistake and after we change and we fall again, then there is absolutely no way of restoring it.
사탄이 참선돼요. 사탄이 참선돼요.
It's a tremendous punishment we must go through because Satan will accuse us. So far, the Satan became Satan, but they didn't know. So once we restored and then once we fall back again, then even the Satan will accuse you. Which
사탄이가 사탄, 너는 사탄이야.
and the
사탄이가 너는 사탄 취급하더니
Satan will call you the Satan. Now we all call Satan, but once we fall,
왜 그러냐? 나는 장성급을 타락했지, 왜 완성급을 타락했지? 이런 얘기다. 하나님의 몸을 보면 몸을 보면 되는 거예요. 부모의 몸을 보고.
because Satan became Satan on the growth stage. But we are already gone beyond the growth stage. We are on the perfection stage. If we fall in a perfection stage, Satan will blame, saying that I fell in a growth stage, but you are falling in a perfection stage. So you are worse than me. Satan will,
하나님의 몸을 보니까 참 몸을 보면 돼.
and
돌아가다.
they will say that you have violated the true parent's body by violating your own body. By violating your own body, you actually violated the true parent's body. They this way, and also God's body.
3대를 못 해.
So that's a body of 3 generations,
용서가 없어요. 번역까지.
not just 1 generation. So there's no way for the restoration to take place further. No way to be restored again.
무슨 말 알겠어?
Do you understand?
너들은 뭘 모르고 이제 멍청이가 있지만 그런 문제가 여러분의 선조와 여러분의 후손을 한 번 잘못하면 여러분의 70대, 조상 70대까지 오르는 거다.
We must really understand deeply because we don't know now so deeply. But actually, we are getting the great blessings so if we fail, the punishment is also great. Then, even though we don't know, if we once violate, then our generations of our ancestors, up to 70 generations ago, long time, 70 generations of ancestors must get the same punishment because of us.
후사는
That means the offspring actually have no place to stand.
그걸 모르니까 모르고.
And of course, we do not know so deeply with our not so sensitive body and spirit, but we must really understand deeply and really take this as a law and never make a mistake again.
그것을 만나서
Do you understand?
그런 공약을 지킬 수 있어?
Can you promise this public, this official promise?
너희들이 모르니 뭐 선생님이 다 닦아놓으니까.
You did not know how to go about these.
얼마나 선생님이 그 어려운 싸움인지도 모른다.
We will never understand what kind of a difficult the war Father had to fight to make the foundation on which you are all standing and sitting.
그걸 그냥 그대로 전부 다 상속해.
What Father is trying to do now, what Father is about to do is to inherit you freely, free. You have not tried anything. You have not really did worthwhile, but nevertheless, time came, Father is giving this away.
여기서 상속되는 그 가치는 건 몇 억만 년을 거쳐도 노력을 세우지 못할 그런 가치가 상속된다.
So what we are inheriting ourselves is something we can work for millions of years, still never, hundreds of millions of years, still never achieve with our own power. This is what we are about to receive.
그래서 무슨 말이지?
Do you understand?
너희가 절토를 얼마나 깨끗이 보장하냐 그것이 이제부터 너희들의 복 받는 거지.
So we all want to become happy, we all want to become blessed, a lot of blessings from heaven. How? For us to get blessing and keep receive blessing. How? The only thing you must do is to maintain yourself in clean blood.
그래서 여자들은 여러분 축복받고 난 후에는 만약에 어떤 남자들한테 강간당해 죽으래. 그 전에 죽어버려. 언제나 가방에는 준비돼.
So it is never exaggeration when the women, even after get blessing, and if somebody try to rape you, it is best that you cut your own life. You cut your own life away. You die than being raped by another man. So you must always prepare yourself for that emergency.
그게 살아있는.
It is even better doing that way than the physically make mistake.
지금 머리는 용계가 오는 선생님 말씀이 다 어른 나이 그때가 아니더라고. 지금 모르겠어. 지금 모르.
Father knows that you don't understand now. What's the difference? What really is that much difference? You try very hard, but you don't understand. But once you go to spirit world, then you understand what Father is talking about.
무슨 말이겠어?
Do you understand?
무서운 자리.
So therefore, this blessing is tremendous blessing. At the same time, this is a potentially tremendous danger as well. We must really deeply know.
너희들은 축복받을 적이 아무도 없는 거야. 아무도 없는 거야. 하나도 없는 거야.
We must also understand that we are all here, but we are not so qualified. In fact, not qualified at all to get blessing. Nobody here.
내가 축복을 자기 없는.
Nobody here is qualified and say, Father, I am qualified, so please give me blessing. There is no one who can say that now. Do you understand?
선생님으로 말미암아 일이 가능. 선생님이 나빠진 터들을 인계받기 때문에 뿌리에다 적부팀으로 말면 가능하다.
This is never possible anyway. But only one possibility is Father. When Father says, I will do it, then it is possible. Father had worked so hard and so long time, 6,000 years, and Father's own physical few tens of years, 40 years, Father already made the foundation. And Father is allowing you, permitting you to graft yourself into Father.
그 때문에 여러분 하나님 앞에 예수님이 죽을 자리 나가는 가던 것 마찬가지. 너희들은 선생님이 무슨 명령 뜻을 위해서 세계를 이루기 위해서 무슨 명령을 하더라도 죽을 자리도 감수하면서 가야 할 운명이 있다.
So, like Jesus, went forward to God, even prepared to die. When God will say die, you die.
나라를 위해서, 하나님의 나라를 위해서.
When God will say you die for the sake of nation, then Jesus is well prepared. Yes, yes, God, yes, Father, I will die right away. No question, no agitation. Likewise, we, with the physical body, must come forward to Father with that determination. When Father says, you go ahead and die for the sake of the world, then we don't think twice. Yes, Father, we will just go right into the death. We have to have that resolution. To be worthy to inherit this tremendous amount of blessings.
무슨 말인지 알겠어?
Do you understand?
Yes. 하나.
That means we must become completely one with Father.
의가 없다고.
Even unto the life, and no question asked. No
하나님의 나라를 세운 데는 의가 없다고. 하나님의 나라를 세우는 것은 의가 없다고. 거기에 뭐 이루어지는 의가 없다고.
Actually, when Father say, we will establish our kingdom of God, then nobody can have a different idea. Everybody must agree to this, establishing a kingdom of God. Do you understand? No matter how difficult it is, no matter how strange way we do, still nobody can disagree with that, because that's the best way.
몇 천도들은 몇 천만 배 어려운 나라에 사는 불평할 수 있는 데는 불평했고, 선생님이 얼마나 불평할 수 있는 과거를 가지고 불평하는 그 역사를 절통받은 나라서 또 책임 못한 나이께서 입을 벌려 할 여지가 없다.
So the God went through impossible, 100,000 times of impossible situation to bring this possible, and so did Father also. And we has never gone through that kind of impossible situation, difficult situation either. In fact, we never went through so difficult situation at all. So therefore, we have no grounds, no legal grounds, saying, Father, this is too much. Father, let's do this way. We have no right to say that. We must really understand that.
무슨 말인지 알겠어?
Do you understand?
부모님이 정해주면 부모님이 그 집안과 너들 장래를 바라보고 너들보다는 좁은 견지에서 너들보다는 더 넓은 분야에서 보고 집안이 닳다고 나라 닳기 위해서 결혼을 시키지 망하라고 결혼시키는 거지.
When parents, the true parents, give the children the matching, he does that probably better than his own self. Who is my best wife? The father can select a better wife, a better husband than myself. That's true, and he does that for the sake of the offspring, for many generations to come. So we should never have a doubt in here.
그래서 무슨 말인지?
Do you understand?
Yes. 그같이 약속을 했지?
Now you can understand, and you promise that too, don't you?
Yes. 그와 같은 약속, 선생님의 약속을 너희들끼리도 절대 한 번 약속 변함없이 하겠습니다. 그럴 수 있겠지?
And you not only can promise directly to Father, but also you can promise each other. And really, you're witnessing me, and you are looking at me, but I will never change. Once I am decided, then I will never separate again. And you are able to pledge to each other too, can't you?
Yes.
Among ourselves, our members.
그렇게 하던 손으로.
Those who are determined to do that, first promise to Father, and then rest of our members of the family, raise your hand.
그래 짝을 먹고 난 다음에 전부 다 당하고 나서야 된다.
And even after you are matched, then 3 years of engagement period before actual blessing, actual marriage ceremony, then you must satisfy the numbers of witnessing. And also, you must have 3 witnesses, the spiritual sons and daughters. But even if you don't have that, you must quickly catch up with that. All right. And also the 7 days fasting. If you have not done 7 days fasting, actually, before you qualify, you must have 7 day fasting. But if you have not have 7 days fasting, you must have that soon. Catch up with the 7 days. Those who has not done 7 days fasting, raise your hands. Who has not completed. During 4 years, why didn't leader make sure that they did 7 days fasting?
그래서 좀 책임하시게 될 거냐?
And that's one of the major responsibilities of the leader to make as an all-time member, as long as 4 years, to make sure that they do 7 days fast.
70일 이내에 해야 돼. 70일 이내에 하는 거야 이거.
Actually, you shouldn't have waited for 4 years, but 70 days. Within 70 days, you must have made sure that they complete the 7 days course for their own sake.
그래야 여기 참석할 자격이 없는 거야. 뭐 그런 거예요.
And actually, we do not qualify unless we have the 7 days fasting within the 70 days of joining the family.
그 시간은 내 몸과 모든 전부를 하나님께 바치는 거예요. 제사기 아니에요. 제사기 아니에요. 생산 제사기 아니에요.
That 7 days fasting course is like an offering, making offering alive. So we must dedicate everything we have to heaven. That's 7 days of separation period. 7 days of the offering period, offering ourselves to God.
당장에 이건 그냥 당장해.
So as soon as the matching, the engagement ceremony is over, then you must go back and you must immediately start 7 days fasting. No reason to wait.
알겠어 무슨 말인지?
Do you understand?
그리고 3년간에 어쩔 수 없이 자기가 타락을 했으면 절대 남편이나 아내가 절대 통고시고 그다음에 난 이게 이미 타락했다 손을 선포해야 돼.
And just by accident or by whatever, you fall during this 3 years period. If you make a mistake, if you commit mistake with other man or with other woman for whatever reason, you must never go back to your own husband or own wife. You must let them know that I fell, and never to get involved your spouse further.
그걸 감추는 것은 그건 뭐 그야 뭐 사탄받으라고.
If you hide it, then that's also inexcusable, not excusable, and it's worse than Satan. You must immediately.
해와가 아담을 통과했기 때문에 아담 타락하는 게 그러한 제2차적인 범죄 사건이 벌어졌어. 무서운 범죄가 벌어졌어.
When Eve fell and immediately told Adam what happened, then Adam didn't have to fall.
네, 절대 하지 말라고.
Then the Adam would have said, "Don't ever come near to me." Then Adam would never have fallen.
오늘 이렇게 안 되는 게 얼마든지 해와는 얼마나 만들 수 있다.
Then God can bring, restore very, very, very much simpler than God took 6,000 years. Very much simpler. The Eve can be remade almost right away. Never involve this deep
무슨 말이겠어요?
dispensation. Do you understand?
한쪽은 산다고 한쪽은 산다고.
At least one side will live, and the other side will later find the way to live.
앞으로 서구사에서 이 남녀 문제를 청산질 속에 서구사에 살게 없다. 소돔 고모라면 더 하는 거네. 망하는 거야.
So we must deeply understand what goes on. We saw so often, so we think, well, that's one way of living. Never so. It is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah, and it certainly cannot be excused in the spirit world. In especially the Western world, what goes on in Western world. East is not that bad.
망한다고.
Actually, it is a straightforward to perishment and to fall. This is what we are looking everywhere nowadays in Western world.
사라졌지라고 돼. 산 성령들 좀.
We find everywhere the living corpse, the dead people walking around in the streets.
그리고 자기 몸에 병이 있는 사람은 반드시 병이 있다고 통하라.
And also, when you have a bad disease, then before marrying and before you coming together, you must let them know.
그 자원에서 부탁하는 거. 이번에 참석하는 거죠.
And actually, the one who is who know that he has a disease, then he must retreat himself. He must become exempt this time. It's better than to go on with the marriage.
거기서 저 책임자들이 그런 사람이 있으면 전부 다 종종 보지 말고 깨끗이 살을 철해야 한다.
And if this is the reality, then each leader, the consult with the leader, and the leader must become very objective and never try to make up, become really simply the dispose of in a business-like way. That's best for the individual too.
알겠어 무슨 말인지?
Do you understand? Until the ready time, until the time you're ready.
그러나 물어봤는데 남자들은 물어봤는데 여자가 남자가 1살, 2살, 3살쯤 뭐 많아도 괜찮지.
Let father ask men folks the question here, boys' question, that you don't mind if your wife to be, if your the fiance will be 1 year, 2 years, maybe up to 3 years older than you,
그 이상에도.
and maybe even more than 3 years older than you, according to circumstances. But you still don't mind, do you?
그 많은 자기 많은 여자.
Actually, to have a better match is more important than the age difference. This is a principle father does it.
Excuse me, could I just translate that about disease?
Wenn jemand eine Krankheit hat, die sehr schlimm ist oder so, dann soll das mit mir besprechen, ehe ich zum Menschen will.
Celui qui a une maladie, avec moi par la suite.
Language barrier is very difficult.
So language barrier, you can see there's barrier here, barrier there. So we would like.
So you have to learn the Korean.
Yes.
In the evening, every Adam in the evening, talking same language. Do you follow me?
Yes.
Yeah, you're young. So you study.
If you study, you can soon learn Korean because you're young.
Shall I begin?
Yes.
All right.